Welcome everybody to Young Composer X to RHCP's Eddie. Since I'm using a VPN, it's earlier than the USA data release, for example, for me right now. I'm just so excited. Let's get right into it. I think it's going to be beautiful. I think it's going to be a tribute to Eddie Van Halen, probably. Man, I just can't wait. Oh wow, that is so beautiful. That is such a beautiful chorus. Please don't remember me. It's only 1983. It's this idea of like, please let me live, you know, please don't remember me yet because I'm not gone yet. I'm still here. I'm still young. Wow, man. Beautiful, beautiful metaphor. I'm very glad that they are doing the chorus on the same chord progression that the instrumental intro is on. I've talked about this chord progression before. It's eerily beautiful. The Red Hot Chili Peppers love it. They do it a lot in jams, but they have never done it on such a big song, I think. They've done it kind of backwards, I guess, for Under the Bridge, but even then it's a bit modified because there's this major minor thing going on. Wow, I love the fifth that Anthony Kiedis goes and grabs here on this chorus. I think this must be in A minor, maybe a little higher, something like that. And I love that Frusciante plays this beautiful intro riff all over again during that chorus. Wow, I think you might be talking about tapping because Eddie Van Halen had this guitar technique, which obviously now we all kind of know it is called tapping. It's when you use the fretting hand kind of as usual, but you do hammer-ons, which means you fret one fret, and with another finger you pull the string and just play it, which means you could basically play without your right hand. But on top of that, to play faster and flashier and a lot of notes, you do the same thing with your right hand. You take it all over the fretboard and you start actually doing the same thing with that. And so you can reach insane speeds, kind of your fingers looking like this. And Eddie Van Halen was the king at this and was one of the first people to do it and one of the first big people, I guess, to do it. And so audiences would get their minds blown and they would be like, how does he do it? And he would actually turn his back on people to do it. And so maybe Anthony Kiedis is saying here, I'm Eddie Van Halen, please don't remember what I did last night. Don't try to figure out exactly how I did it so that, you know, I can keep blowing people's minds and the secret is not out. That's my interpretation of what it could mean. I think we might have a different section here.
Tell my love, but leave me never. Can't complain about the weather. Snowing at the Rainbow, have a ball.
Oh my god, dude, such a beautiful tribute, man. Yeah, Frusciante is playing this Frusciante style and he adds a little bit of tapping and It sounds like the beated solo a little bit, but slower and more Frusciante-like, but he's definitely intentionally paying homage to Eddie's style. Absolutely beautiful. About Frusciante too, I forgot to mention the beauty as well in those backing vocals that sound somewhat Stadium Arcadium-like, except they're quieter than they would typically be in that mix from 2006. Oh wow, I'm sounding quite British today. Nah, man, this is beautiful. This is really beautiful. I was hoping for a guitar solo. I talked about it in my announcement videos yesterday, and I'm thinking we might get another one before the ending of this track.
Please don't remember me. It's only 1980. It's only 1983.
Goodly gods of the transcending mess above. That was incredibly beautiful. That was a jam. That was a proper jam. One of the first times I actually hear something that actually sounds like what the Red Hot Chili Peppers do live on an album. We have John just playing this beautiful solo, and he's not going to these places of trying to be Eddie or trying to even be like Eddie or sound like Eddie. He's already paid homage with this little bit of tapping earlier, which, by the way, he never does. He taps on an album on Don't Forget Me, and that's about all I can figure out on top of my head like that. It's a very rare occurrence for Frusciante. He's actually been doing it more live. Wow, I'm all over the place. This has made me emotional. I really love the fact that they bring this jam here, and it's. I hope it's recorded live because it's a live setting. There's just drums, there's just bass, and there's just guitar for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes of this insane solo outro. I'm so glad I got what I wanted. I was talking about it yesterday. A long John Frusciante solo that is kind of like what you're thinking. And here it is. It's the same key too. I'm pretty sure. I will actually check that with my tone thing over there. Yeah, it's A minor. Wow, man. Beautiful. One regret I do have is I think Rick Rubin tells Chad Smith to calm down on the studio recordings. And it took me a few years to figure that out. But if you listen to any live set of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Chad Smith is a beast. He hits everything on the kit with such power and such conviction. But if you listen to like the Californication album, he has much more measure in what he's doing. He's playing a lot of ghost or grace notes on the snare and stuff. If you listen to the Californication part on the record or at Slane, it's a world of difference. At Slane, he's like hitting it like a madman. On the record, it's subtle and beautiful. And so I kind of dig it on a lot of songs that I think it's the case that Rick maybe says, hey, Chad, you're an awesome drummer, but here, you know, you can't go beast mode on everything. Just like chill out and be yourself. It's all good. And so during live jams, Chad wouldn't play like that. Like, he's playing great here, but there's not that much expressivity. There's not that much risk, not many fills. And, you know, John is having his moment, but it's just like, there is a tiny bit of discrepancy between John's energy, who is like shredding at some points, right? And the two other guys. I feel like Flea and Smith, they don't have trouble keeping up. They're freaking, you know, Michael Balzari and Gaylord Smith. They're awesome. However, they're not giving it everything, I believe, and probably on purpose. Probably because it's an album performance and they can't, you know, go crazy and risk being sloppy and all those things. But yeah, Frusciante is up here and they're maybe down there. But, you know, just a note, and they won't do that when they play the song live. They will go absolutely batshit insane. I know that for a fact. This was amazing. I have to go take a little break now. I'm making a lot of Eddie videos. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, please hit like, and I'll see you around. It's such a crime to edit this video, man, but I have to cut some of this down or I'll be blocked. I totally forgot, but also some spatial effects within the solo. Feel like Frusciante was probably involved with the mixing. The person that mixed this album as well as Unlimited Love is Ryan Hewitt, who mixed all of this crazy series of John Frusciante albums he did around 2004, or almost all of it. They met when Hewitt was interning on Shadows Collide with People, and he later helped for Stadium Arcadium. And also they used the chord progression that I was describing that I absolutely love. It's the same as Running Up That Hill. So, you know, a little bit of Eddie from Stranger Things. Okay, bye.